Hi everybody, my name's Marcia. I'm going to lead you through a little bit of a flow class today, but I would love for you to work at your own pace. If something is too hard, don't feel like you have to force yourself into position, especially since we're virtual or on a video, so I don't want you to injure yourself when I'm not there to see what you're doing. So you may want to block, or you can find a phone book or maybe War and Peace. You can use that to help you if you need a little lift in your seat, or if at any time you need to bring the floor a little closer to you, you can reach down and touch that. That looks great. You may also get a strap, or we have a stretchy band here today. You can use this, for instance, if you are very flexible in the backs of your legs, or for any other reason. If you can't reach behind your back, this is good. You can use a sock or a t-shirt or a towel. Lots of household items work great for this stuff. So feel free to prop up how you can. And I am glad you're here. And I'm thankful for Samantha putting these videos together so we can all still stay connected in this time. So let's start by just grounding down. Find a comfortable seat. Maybe adjust your seat a little bit, rooting your sit bones down. And you can sit cross-legged. If that's not for you, you can sit on your heels. You might even stretch your legs out, or you can try sitting on the block, or whatever your block is. And let's just be sure that you're lifting your chest and your heart. Your spine is long. Your chin is parallel to the floor. Your hands can rest in your lap. You can rest your dominant hand in your less dominant hand, or bring your hands to your knees. You might take a little chin mudra. Let your eyes close if you're comfortable with that. If you're not, just gaze down the tip of your nose at one point. Just take a breath in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth again. Feel your shoulders soften. Breathe in through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Start to find a steady breath in and out of your nose. If you want to mentally count your breath in, you're welcome to do that. Finding the same count for the inhale as well as the exhale. If you practice ujjayi breath, find that little bit of a constriction in the back of the throat and the glottis. Your breath might become slightly audible. You're welcome to do that as well. If that's not for you yet, that's fine. Just breathe in and out of the nose. Now as you breathe in, bring your palms to either together at your heart, pressing your thumb knuckles into your chest, lifting your chest a little bit higher, or just rest your hands right on your heart, your palms. That's fine. Whatever is more comfortable for you. And as you sit here nice and tall, I just want you to mentally or silently say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May I be happy. May I be safe. May I be healthy, peaceful, and strong. Now let's send that same energy out to our loved ones, our family, our friends, our mailman, and universally. Breathing in. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. Finding your breath again. Sound just one Om. And the beauty is here, you're in your own space, so you can do it and no one will even hear you. So take a deep breath in. Come back into that nice steady breath. Today we're going to be doing a lot of rooting practices, grounding practices, thinking of the root chakra, which is the Muladhara chakra, and it's our space of, really our place of survival and our basic needs. So stuff to help us feel grounded in this crazy time, or any time you might need it, any time you might feel a little bit off kilter. These are good practices to help you regroup. So a lot of thinking about the power in your legs, how you're standing, how you're rooting, your feet, your ankles. You can get that grounded and build from the foundation up, and then we can whoop our arms around however we want. So just doing what you can, doing what feels good, and if you're done at some point, you can stop. That's the beauty of the video. You don't have to leave the room or anything. But find your breath. If you start to lose your breath at any point, please back off a little bit. Feel free to lower your knees if you need to, or take a child's pose. It's all fine. So let's start just staying in our seat. If you're sitting cross-legged, and we've been here a little while, then we switch so the other leg's in front. If that feels good. If this doesn't feel good, you can switch back. Let's reach our arms up towards the sky. Reach through your fingertips. Sit up nice and tall. Maybe shift a little bit. Oh. As you exhale, fold forward. Reach through your fingertips. Root your hips down, stretching your back a little bit. Oh, yeah. As you breathe in, walk your hands forward. Reach your arms back up. Let's take a gentle twist. We're going to twist to the right first. So bring your left hand to your right knee, your right hand behind you. Sit up tall as you breathe in. And as you exhale, turn to the right. As you inhale, come back to center. Reach both arms up. And exhale over to the other side. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale your arms to the sides. Let's come into a child's pose just so you know where to go if you do need to take a break. So you'll come up onto your hands and knees, let your big toes touch and spread your knees out nice and wide and sink your hips back. Reach your arms forward. If you can, rest your forehead on the floor or on the block. Walk your fingertips forward so your elbows are lifted up off the mat. Take a breath in. Now let's walk the hands over to the left. Press your hips to the right and just stretch that right side a little bit. Reach through your fingertips. On an inhale, walk your hands back to center. And over to the other side. Press your hips to the left. Breathing in, bring your hands back to center. Reach forward. And lift up. Coming into a tabletop position. So coming onto your hands and your knees. Stacking your shoulders and your wrists, stacking your knees and your hips, and spreading your fingers out nice and wide. And notice if you're kind of dumping, hug your forearms in towards one another. Externally rotate the upper arms. Create some space across the chest. As you breathe in, lift the chest and the tailbone. Look up for a cow face pose, or cow pose, excuse me. Exhale, round the spine to cat. Let your head drop, chin towards your chest. Breathe in, lift the chest, lift the tailbone, cow pose. Exhale, round the spine to cat. 3 more times, breathing in. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Just one more, breathe in. Exhale, cat pose. As you inhale, come to a neutral spine. Walk your hands about a handprint forward. Keep your forearms hugging and keep that same engagement in your arms. And tuck your toes under. Use your core to help you lift up and back to downward facing dog. You might walk your legs in place a little bit here, helping yourself loosen up. Your feet can be hip distance. Hands and arms are shoulder distance apart. You bend both knees, press your ribs towards your thighs and lift your hips even higher. Find that nice long space in your back and then lower your heels down. Keep breathing. Now on a breath in, we're going to lift the right leg up towards the sky. Keep your chest as square as possible towards the mat. Bend your right knee. Open the right hip up. Externally rotate the right hip. Then you're going to draw on the ceiling with that knee. Breathing in, straighten the right leg. Square the right hip towards the earth. And as you exhale, however you got to do it, step that right foot between your hands. You might have to pick the foot up and move it forward. That's fine. Sink your hips down. And plant your left hand on the floor, maybe on that block. And peel your right arm up as you breathe in. If you need to lower the left knee, you can. Exhale, lower the right hand down. Pressing into your hands, step back to downward facing dog. And we'll do the other side. So breathing in, lift the left leg high. As you exhale, bend the left knee, open the left hip. Breathing in, straighten the left leg, square the left hip to the earth. As you exhale, step the left foot forward. Sink your hips down, squeeze your legs in towards one another. Rubbing up on your fingertips, try to lift the chest a little bit. And plant your right hand and peel your left arm. Take a breath in. As you exhale, lower the left hand down. Step the right foot forward. Fold over your legs. You can bend your knees. You can grab opposite elbows. You can even bring your hands behind your back if that feels better to you, clasping your hands. If you can straighten your legs, that's fine too. Let your head hang heavy. Maybe rock gently from side to side. Shake your head yes and no. On your next exhale, gently release your hands. You can keep your feet about hip distance apart, just somewhere around 2 fist distance. Or you can bring your feet all the way together. It's up to you. But bend your knees slightly, breathe in, sweep your arms out to the sides, lift up, touch your palms, arch back. And exhale, arms to your side. Stand in Tadasana, mountain pose. Root through your feet. Draw your tailbone down and lift your chest high. Take a breath or two here, really feeling the earth beneath you, grounding down. Feel the power in your legs. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth.
As you inhale, lift the chest. As you exhale, step back to a high plank position. I'm going to give you some options here. So you may just lower knees, chest and shin, hugging your elbows in, pulling your shoulders back. You may step back, lower your knees, hug the elbows into a modified Chaturanga Dandasana, and then lift into your Cobra. Or you may keep your knees lifted and do the full Chaturanga, and then lower all the way down. Lift your heart, Cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, roll over your toes, lift up and back, downward facing dog. So any of those options will work. Let's breathe here in down dog. Pressing your thighs in and back, pressing through your hands. So you breathe in, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, either step or maybe hop your feet to your hands. And breathe in, lift halfway. Slide your hands up to your thighs or all the way up to your hip creases. Pull your shoulders back. Keep the belly drawn in. Then exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Arms to your sides. And let's do that 2 more times. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale, fold. Touch the earth. Inhale, lift the chest, lift halfway. Exhale, step back and lower down, whichever way you prefer today. Inhale, Cobra, or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. On a breath in, lift your heels, bend your knees, look forward. Step or float to your hands. And breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Samastiti. Arms to your sides. 1 more time. Breathing in, reach up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, step or maybe float that, landing right in low plank. Inhale, lift the chest, shoulders pull back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Breathe in, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to your hands. And when you arrive, breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Bring your palms together and slide them through to your heart. Take a breath in here. Exhale, arms to your sides, stand in Tadasana. Take the shirt off. Pause for just 1 moment. Alright, so bringing either your feet together or your feet about hip distance apart. We're going to breathe in and sit back into chair pose. So like you're leaning back in a chair, you lift your toes up, make sure the weight's pretty even around the feet, even though some might be slightly back in the heels. A little bit more. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Exhale, fold forward. Touch the ground. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back and lower down. Go through the vinyasa. Inhaling up. Exhaling back. And this time, as you breathe in, we're going to step the right foot forward. Turn the back heel down. Get your foundation here. Right knee and ankle are stacked. You'll reach up for Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Good. And exhale, go through the vinyasa. Hands come down, stepping back, lowering down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in, step the left foot forward. Warrior one on this side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the earth. Go through the vinyasa, or you can just step back to downward dog. That's fine too. When you arrive, find that steady breath if you've lost it. On the breath in, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to your hands. Breathe in, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sit back, lift your arms, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, straighten your legs. Bring your arms to your side, stand in Tadasana. Take a breath in and out. On another breath in, sit back, lift your arms again. This time we'll bring our palms to our heart. Take a breath in. I'm going to turn to face you. You're going to bring your left elbow, I'll mirror, to your right knee. Press the hands together, open the chest. If you're comfortable, you can open the arms. Then look down, make sure that left knee's not sliding away in front of the right. Pull that hip back. Maybe sink your hips even lower as you lift your heart even higher. Exhale, fold over your legs. Walk your feet out about hip distance. Really look at your feet. Make sure the toes aren't pointing in or turning out. Make sure they're parallel. And with your peace fingers and your thumbs, grab onto your big toes. Breathe in, lift the chest. And exhale, pull with your arms as you fold into your legs. Let your head hang heavy. Gaze down the tip of your nose. And breathe. If you need to, keep your knees bent. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, release your hands. Heel toe your feet back together. As you inhale, sit back. Lift your arms, chair pose. Bring the palms together, take a breath in. This time twisting to the left, right elbow, left knee. Press the hands together. Open the chest. Maybe open your arms. Your choice. Take a breath in. As you exhale, fold over your legs. Walk your feet out. Hip distance. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Get your hands all the way underneath your feet. Your knees might have to stay bent here, that's okay. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, pull with your arms as you fold into your legs. Padahastasana. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, release your hands. Either go through a vinyasa or just step your feet back to downward facing dog. That's fine. One breath in. Let's lift the right leg up towards the sky again. Exhale, bend the right knee, open the right hip. Breathing in, straighten the right leg, square the right hip to the earth. As you exhale, squeeze the right knee to your nose and place the right foot between the hands. Turn the left heel down, pull, and reach up. Warrior one. Try to draw that right hip back a little bit, left hip forward. Pressing
all the way through the outer edge of this foot. You can literally grab the flesh from the inside of your back leg and rotate it. Your hip will start to come forward a little bit. Crazy stuff. Breathe here, reaching through your fingertips. As you exhale, open up to warrior two. Spin that back foot parallel to the back edge of the mat. You may need to widen your stance a little bit. Try to stack the right knee right over the right ankle. And notice if you're leaning forward, try to pull your torso perpendicular to the floor. And gaze over your front middle finger. Keeping your legs as they are, they're squeezing in towards one another. There's so much power there. Flip your right palm up, reach up and back, reverse. Keep bending the right knee. Left hand can go down the left leg. You could press it into the left hip, or you could wrap it around the low back. Look up towards your lifted fingers if that feels okay. If not, just look wherever it feels okay on your neck. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bring the right forearm to the right thigh. Keep your chest opening here and reach the left arm up over your ear. Pressing through the forearm, the right forearm, rotate your chest open a little bit more if you can. Good. Now as you breathe in, reverse warrior again. Keep those legs strong, reach up and back. Exhale, extended side angle. One more time, breathe in, reach up and back. As you exhale, this time bring the hand either to the floor or to that block, if you have one, and open your chest up. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. Press your right arm into the right leg, opening that hip, pulling that hip back a little bit. Reach your left arm forward. Then plug your shoulder back in and then reach it over your ear. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring your hands to the ground. Turn your back heel up and lower your back knee. So coming into lizard or funky pigeon or whatever you want to call it, some people call it dragons. Walk your right foot out to the right edge of the mat. You might stay right here. You can come onto the outer edge of the right foot. You might come onto the forearms or use that block. You may even lift the back knee up off the ground. Breathe here. Try to find that peaceful place. You might move around a little bit. See where it works for you today. Press into your hands, lift your chest, walk that foot back in, and make your way back to downward facing dog. You're lifting the back knee if it's lowered, stepping the right foot back. Breathe for a moment. Rooting through your feet, rooting through your hands. Feel yourself touching the earth. Feel that grounding support. Another breath in, lift your left leg up towards the sky. Exhale, bend the left knee, open the left hip. As you inhale, straighten the left leg, square the left hip to the earth. As you exhale, squeeze the knee to the nose. And as gently as possible, place the foot between the hands. Warrior one on this side. Breathe in, reach up. This time the left hip will pull back slightly, right hip forward. And exhale, open up to warrior two. I'm going to turn around because I don't like to not face you. Turning your left palm up, keep your legs nice and strong. Reach up and back. Reverse warrior. Hand can come to the hip, around the back, or just slide down the leg. Your choice, but keep bending the left knee. On an exhale, bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Reach the right arm up and over your ear, an extended side angle. Breathe in, reverse. Exhale, extended side angle again. One more time, reach up, reverse warrior. This time, exhale, the hand to the floor or to a block. Or if it's just too much, keep the forearm on the thigh. Reach that right arm forward, plug the shoulder back in, and then reach it over your head. Pressing the left arm into that left leg. Getting a little resistance. Exhale your hands to the ground. Spin that back foot up and lower the back knee, at least for the setup. Walking your left foot over to the left edge of the mat. Lowering onto your forearms if you're doing that, or using the block. Maybe lifting the back knee up. Press through the heel if the knee's lifted. Take one more breath here. Exhale. Lower the knee if it's lifted. Press into your hands. Make your way back to downward facing dog. Whatever way you want to. If you want a vinyasa, do it. If not, just step back and breathe in down dog. On a breath and lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop to your hands. Breathe in, lift the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Reach up, look up. Exhale, palms to your heart. Take a breath in and out. Bring your arms to your sides. All right, friends. Let's do a little bit of balance. So, stepping your feet about this distance apart, and I will mirror you. So, shifting the weight into your left leg first. We're going to lift the right knee up. You can open the knee out to the side, and then place the foot inside the leg, either above or below the knee. Maybe the toes stay on the ground. Pull the abdominals in and up. Draw the tailbone down. Palms can be at your heart. We can reach up. Find that one steady point to gaze upon. Good. Now as you breathe in, bring the knee forward. You're going to exhale, send that leg back into warrior 3. So reaching forward, using the power in the back of that leg to lift. If you want to bring your arms back more into an airplane version, that's fine as well. Ooh, take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the front knee and step the lifted leg back. Reach up into warrior 1. So your left leg is forward. I'm just backwards, just so you know. Take a breath in. And exhale, open up to warrior 2. Gaze over your left middle fingers. On an inhale, straighten that front leg. You might turn the back toes in a little bit or shorten the stance slightly. And really reach forward. Keep length in the left side of the torso and bring the hand down to the shin, maybe the floor, maybe that handy dandy block. Reaching your other arm up. So a long line of energy. Your front thigh is externally rotating. Your back thigh might be turning in a little bit. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, look down towards your front toes, bend your front knee, and either bring your fingertips forward or use that block, it's a good friend here, and shift the weight into the front leg. Lift the back leg up and square that hip over the standing leg hip. Reach your arms up in half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Flex the lifted foot, breathe. Now as you exhale, lower the lifted hand, square that hip to the ground, and fold over your legs. You can bend your knees here if you need to. Shake your head. Bring your hands behind your back, perhaps. Anything that feels good for you right now. Breathe. Find that prana, that life force. Your breath. Now as you breathe in, sweep your arms out to the sides, reach up, bring your palms to your heart. Just pause for a moment before we go into the other side. You can close your eyes, take a breath in and out. This time we'll shift the weight into the right leg. So coming into tree pose on this side, just accepting the differences between sides. So lifting your left leg up, opening that leg out to the side, bringing the foot above or below the knee. Square your hips towards the front as best you can, reach up. As you breathe in, draw the left knee forward. Exhale and send that leg back, warrior three. Keep the belly pulling in. Find that strength. You can swing your arms back if that's where you're at. Whoa. Now bending the front knee slightly, step the back foot into place and reach your arms up for warrior one on this side. Draw the right hip back, left hip forward. Breathe in. And exhale, open up to warrior two. Maybe widen the stance a little bit. Make any adjustments you may need to here. And breathe. So inhale, straighten the front leg, maybe shorten the stance slightly, and really reach forward. Keep length in the right side. Bring that hand down, reach the left arm up. If it feels okay on your neck, look up towards your thumbs, or all your fingers, just one thumb. Or look forward, or look down. As you exhale, look down towards your toes, bend that knee slightly, and start to shift the weight forward. Coming up onto your fingertips. Maybe bringing that other hand down, opening that lifted hip up a little bit. Flexing the foot, and reaching up. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, bring the left hand down, square your hip to the ground, then lower the foot. And hang forward for a moment. Take a breath in through the nose. The exhale out of your mouth. Let it go. Breathe in. Exhale. And on a breath in, lift the chest. Walk your feet back to high plank. So your shoulders and your wrists are stacked. Walk your feet all the way together. Hug them in. Pull the belly in. And come onto the outer edge of your right foot. Stack the left foot on top. Or lower the left knee. Or lower the lower knee.
Reach your arm up. Breathe in, side plank. On an exhale, lower the hand down. Come into high plank. And then switch sides. Healing the right arm up. Lower the hand down. Come back into high plank. Take a breath in. Lower your knees. Spread your knees out nice and wide. Bring your big toes to touch. And sink back into child's pose. Take a breath in and out, or a few here. Lifting your hips up off the ground, measuring your elbows out so they're shoulder distance apart. You can reach your arms forward, keeping your forearms parallel, really pressing through your forearms for your index finger, your middle finger. Tuck your toes under, then lift your hips up and back for dolphin pose. Be sure you're pulling your shoulders back still. Draw your heels down, press your thighs back. And breathe. Take a breath in. And exhale, come back into child's pose. You can bring your knees a little bit closer. Slide your arms back. And rest. Now reaching your arms forward again. Tuck your toes under. Lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, lift your heels. Exhale, bend your knees a little bit, look forward, either step or hop your feet to your hips. Fold over your legs. And we're going to walk the feet out. Maybe as wide as the mat, maybe wider, depending on how you feel. Turn your toes out slightly and sink your hips down into Malasana. And pressing your palms together, pressing your arms and legs together, lifting your chest. Breathing in and out. Bringing your hands to the floor, lift your hips up. Walk your feet back to about hip distance. Breathing in, lift the chest. You're going to step the left foot as far back as you can. Coming into a lunge, lower that back knee down. And then we will walk the right foot across to the left wrist. Lay the shin and the knee down. Draw your knees in towards one another, squaring the hips, and lift your chest. You may stay here. You may fold forward. You may use a block. Your choice. And if this is not an option for you, please lay on your back, cross your right ankle over your left knee, lifting that left leg up. Slide the right arm between the legs and hook your hands either behind the left thigh or over the left shin. And press the right knee away from you as you pull on the leg, getting that resistance. Maybe close your eyes. Find that peaceful space. Now as you breathe in, press into your hands. If you're on your back, just stay there and breathe for a moment. Lift the chest if you are forward. Walk your hands over to the left just for a moment. Do a little bit of a side stretch here. We're going to roll the hips to the right. And come back up and walk your hands over to the right. Taking a little twist here. You can lower onto your forearms if it's available. Come back to center. Press in your hands, lift your chest. Tuck the back toes under. And come back into downward facing dog. Just make some movements. If you were laying on your back, you can rock up and come into down dog as well, or you can stay laying back and we'll switch legs. So walking your left foot forward this time. Lowering the right knee down, sliding that leg back. Walking the left foot over to the right wrist. And bringing the shin and the knee down. Squaring your hips as best you can here. Maybe peek back, make sure the back foot's not sickling in. Stay here. Maybe come all the way down. Or if you're taking the modification, this time you'll lay on your back, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Slide your left arm between your legs, reaching with your right fingers, clasping your hands either behind the right thigh or over the right shin. Now as you breathe in, press into your hands, lift your chest, walk your hands over to the right side this time first. Bring your hands back to center, and this time bring them over to the left. Maybe lowering onto the forearms, maybe not. It's your choice. Walk your hands back to center. Lift the chest up and kind of lean onto your left hip. Swing that right leg forward and extend your legs. You can shake your legs out a little bit if you'd like. Adjust your seat a little bit. Breathe in, sit tall. Roll your shoulders back. And drop your chin towards your chest. Gaze down the tip of your nose. Breathe. In Dandasana, staff pose. Your legs are engaged, but your knees aren't locked out. Now as you breathe in, sit up a little bit higher and folding forward from your hips. Start to fold, reaching for your feet, your ankles, your shins, or maybe using whatever your strap is. Or you can bend your knees, that's fine too. Then breathe in, lift the chest, and roll the shoulders back a little bit. Then exhale, fold even deeper. On an inhale, come all the way back up. Bring your hands behind you, turn your fingertips in towards your lower back. You can keep your legs straight, Squeeze them in and lift up. Or you can bend your knees with your feet about hip distance apart. On the exhale, lift up, keeping your neck engaged. Or if you're comfortable, you can drop your head back. But please be mindful here. Take a breath in. As you exhale, gently lower down. Bring the soles of your feet together. Get your knees open wide. You could use blocks or books underneath your knees or hips here. And bind your feet. You can bind them. You can kind of peel them open like a book. And breathe in, sit tall. And as you exhale, draw your chest towards your toes. You can use your elbows to gently press the thighs down and back. Nothing forced. It all will come in time. And then close your eyes here. Or gaze down the tip of your nose. As you breathe in, come all the way back up. Keep your legs as they are. Bring your hands behind you and inhale. Lift your heart up. Look up towards the sky. And as you exhale, gently lower back into reclined cobblers. You can rest your hands on the tops of your thighs. You can bring one hand to your heart, one to your abdomen. You may even cactus your arms on the ground. If this position doesn't feel great on your legs or your hips, you can bring the soles of your feet to the floor wide and let your knees fall together. That's fine too. Or if this bothers your lower back, you can press into your feet, lift your hips up, kind of tilt your pelvis up towards the ceiling, then lower the back down again, creating a little space for you. Just let your eyes close here. Settle into your breath. If it's lost its steadiness, bring it back. As you inhale, lift your knees up, pull your knees in towards your chest for a moment. You rock a little bit or circle your knees if that feels good. One direction, and the other direction. And bring your feet to the floor, heels lined up with your sit bones. Pressing into your feet, let your arms rest at your sides and just kind of peel your lower back, your tailbone, your lower back up just a little bit, not full bridge yet. And exhale, lower down. Nice and easy. So breathing in, tilt the pelvis forward and start to peel your lower back up off the ground. As you exhale, slowly lower. Let's do 3 more. If you want to, as you breathe in, lift your arms up and over your ears. And as you exhale, slowly lower back down. 2 more times. Breathing in. Exhale, lower. And 1 more time. Breathe in. Exhale. Now if this feels better to you, you're welcome to stay doing this. If you want to come into bridge pose, press into your feet, lift your hips up, press into your upper arms. Get your shoulders and your elbows underneath you. You can walk them back. It's a good prep for shoulder stand. Pressing your knees forward, pressing your chest towards the wall behind you. Lift your hips even higher, engaging your inner thighs. You can press into the back of the head so you can breathe. And even lift your heels up. On an exhale, slowly lower down. We're going to flip over, whoop, onto your stomach. All right. Propping up onto your forearms with your elbows slightly in front of your shoulders perhaps, or at least stacked with them. And just draw the mat or the floor towards you. Let your chest open. And press into your pubic bone, into Sphinx. Just gazing a little bit in front of your hands and in the center of them, letting the back of your neck remain long. Now crossing your hands, just lowering down for a moment. Rest your forehead right on the backs of your hands and rest. Let your legs relax. Take a breath in and out. As you breathe in, come back up. We're going to bend the right knee. You're going to reach back with the right hand. You can turn the left forearm parallel to the front edge of the mat, pressing through that arm so you don't dump into the left side. Bring the top of the hand to the top of the foot, fingers pointing down, and bend your elbow up towards the sky. Press the foot and the hand into each other. Or if you're pretty flexible here, you can bring that index finger along that bottom line of your toes, curl your toes back, and then do it that way in the funky little hand position. Take a breath in. Now as you exhale, you're going to keep your hand there. Flip it back over if you flipped it. Lower down. If you can, reach back with your left hand and grab the foot as well. And press that foot towards your right glute. And as gently as possible, release. Lower the foot down. Bring your hands in front of you. Take a breath or two. And on an inhale, come back into Sphinx just for the setup. If you can bring your legs all the way together, that's great. If you need to separate a little bit, that's okay. Turn your right forearm parallel to the front edge of the mat. Bend your left knee. Then back stroke that left arm to the left foot. Taking whichever version of this with your hand is that you are today. You're pressing that palm into the top of the foot, getting that lift in your chest, or flipping the hand back, curling the toes back over the index finger. Elbow still points up towards the sky. Gently lower down to keep a hold of the foot. And reach back with your right hand if you can. Drawing the heel towards the glute. On an exhale, gently release the foot. Maybe shake your hips from side to side a little bit, or windshield wiper your legs, bending the knees and letting the feet and calves flop from side to side. And then we'll flip back over for one more bridge or wheel pose. So bridge, you know, if you want to do upward facing bow or wheel, you'll bring your feet to the ground. You're going to bring your hands up next to your ears, fingers pointing in towards your shoulders. Press through your feet first and bring the top of your head to the floor with the hips lifted. Then press through your hands and your legs and lift up. Press through your feet. Draw your chest forward. And breathe. Keep breathing in all of these. you exhale, gently lower down, tuck your chin. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Gently rock from side to side, or you can split your shins and your knees apart and rock. Or you might take happy baby, grabbing the outsides of your feet, pressing the feet into the hands as the hands pull. Trying to flatten your lower back on the ground. And if you're comfortable here, you could rock from side to side, but you're also welcome to stay still. Draw your legs together, bringing your feet to the floor. Shift your hips to the right an inch or two. You can keep your knees together, or you can cross your right thigh over your left, or you can keep the right knee pulling in, left leg extends. But bring your knees to the left. Shoulders stay back, and your chest and your gaze go over the right shoulder. And close your eyes. As you breathe in, come back to center. Uncross your legs if they're crossed. Shift your hips to the left. Same thing. Whatever variation you did on the other side, try to do on this side. Exhale, knees to the right. Looking over your left shoulder. Breathing in, come back to center. This time lifting both legs up. You can use your hands or use a block. Bring them underneath your sacrum. Just kind of let your legs dangle. Let your eyes close. Viparita Karani, or legs up the wall or the imaginary wall. Taking 5 breaths here. Bending your knees, gently releasing your hands, bringing your feet to the floor wide, letting your knees fall together. Just resting your hands on your abdomen, one hand on your heart, one on your abdomen. Let your eyes close. And just as you're breathing in, say silently to yourself, may I be happy, may I be safe, may I be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May I be happy, may I be safe, may I be happy, healthy, peaceful, and strong. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. May you be happy. May you be safe. May you be healthy, peaceful, and strong. Pull your knees in towards your chest. Really give yourself a great big squeeze here. Tighten every muscle in your body. And then let it all go. Laying in Shavasana, corpse pose. That final relaxation. Drawing your shoulder blades slightly together underneath you. Letting your feet and your legs flop open. Maybe swallowing, letting your jaw soften. Letting your eyes close. And just feeling completely supported from the earth beneath you. Let go of any controlled breath. Just come to a place of stillness and rest. Start to deepen your breath. Make some small movements. And since you're at home, if you would rather just stay here for 10 minutes if you can. Otherwise, stretch your arms up. Pull your knees in and roll onto your right side. With closed eyes, press yourself up to a comfortable seat. When you arrive, bring your palms together at your heart. And I thank you for being here, joining me today. I hope that you find safety and health and calm and peace. Let's close with an Om. Take a deep breath in. And the light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. Thank you all. Have a good day.